what we gotta watch, what we gotta watch. Paul Match TV. What we gotta watch, what we gotta watch, what we gotta watch. Paul Match TV. What we gotta watch, what we gotta watch, what we gotta watch. Paul Match TV. What we gotta watch, what we gotta watch, what we gotta watch. Paul Match TV. What we gotta watch, what we gotta watch. Yeah, buddy, that's right. Get exposure right now. Holler at the homie Paul Mash, man, for Paul Mash TV. Hit up Paul Mash TV across all social media sites, alright? Who we got next? Got next.
Well, hello there. It's Paul Mash TV once again. Glad that you could join us again. This is our first show of 2020, and we hope that you'll enjoy it, and we're glad to be back. We still get a lot of feedback talking about the show and, how to be on it and so forth. And if you'd like to be on the show, it's easy to do. Just go to our Facebook page, facebook.com/PaulMashTV, and feel free to send me an inbox, and post on the videos, and whatnot. And we'd love to hear from you. Also, if you'd like to email us, PaulMashTV, all one word, obviously, at gmail.com. And you can use that to send us feedback if you're a fan or if you want to be on the show, as always. And you can go to our official site, which will be at the end of the show, on the closing credits. And you can also subscribe if you're watching this on YouTube right now. Just click that button, hit the bell. You'll always get the latest updates whenever they become available. And if you missed all of that, as I said a minute ago, we have a closing credit screen and to recap some of that for you. So I hope we'll stay tuned for that. Right now, we have Broke Miles from Aurora, Colorado. Very awesome artist, if I say so myself, and I'm sure you'll agree. And we'll get to that in just a moment, but as usual, we have a quick word from ClickJam, so let's get to that right now. All right, it's interview time again, and from Aurora, Colorado, we have Broke Miles. Thanks for joining us, bro.
Thank you for having me.
Yeah, no problem. Glad to have you on the show. And one of the first questions I like to ask, and everybody has their own story, so why don't you just tell us a little bit about how you decide you want to become a musician? We'd love to hear your story.
Well, originally I started writing music when I was 9 and didn't really start doing much with it until I turned 16. And then when I hit 17, I released a song called G45. And then that was one of my first original releases. And after I was happy with the way that one turned out, it was something I figured I'd want to continue doing and hopefully make a career out of it.
Oh, okay. Well, I'm glad that. How long have you been a musician, by the way? Have you been a few years, or?
Yeah, I went from playing guitar, I used to play electric guitar and bass and stuff like that for a little bit, but then after a while, I kind of was always told to just give up on it, so that hit the best of me, and that's pretty much what I did.
Okay. Why don't you talk about some of your influences? I'm sure there's a lot of mainstream artists that have influenced you in your music, so maybe you can mention some of them for me.
I listen to a lot of artists such as NF, Lil Peep, Suicide Boys, stuff like that. It kind of varies. I'll even listen to a lot of punk rock, like Falling in Reverse, Black Veil Bride, stuff like that. So I get a gist of both, and I in future songs I'm gonna try and put both of those type of things into one genre.
Okay. Well, I guess that's kind of original in a way, how you can mix all kinds of music in one genre there. That's pretty unique. Well, why don't you tell us about your music as far as that goes? Do you have any albums that you've had out, or can you get that in streaming, or is it all Or can you get physical copies? Maybe you can let us know a little bit about that.
I don't have any like albums out, but I have 3 singles that have been released, and they are on all streaming platforms. I don't have any hard copies or like the physical copies. I don't have any of those, but they are on all streaming platforms like Spotify, Apple Music, iTunes, stuff like that.
Yeah. All right. And at the beginning of the show, we were talking about your song G45. Or I'm sorry, is it G45?
Yes.
Okay. I couldn't remember you using 45 or 46. I drew a blank there. Why don't you tell us a little bit about that song? And we would love to hear the story behind
All right. G45. The lyrics of that song basically saying for me, I have suicidal depression, and like at times it's too much and you ready to end it. So you're talking about basically putting up a gun over your eyes and basically pulling the trigger. So, and then with that being said, the lyrics don't act surprised. That's when the moment like people realize, oh my God, you're actually doing it. It hits, even though you've been trying to get help for it for a while. And like through that, it's just basically battling with like demons inside my head and stuff like that. And it's
okay. Well, I'm sorry. Were you going to say something? I thought I interrupted you there. I apologize.
You're good.
Okay. Okay. Well, that I've heard a little bit of the song. I think it's pretty good, and I'm sure everybody out there will enjoy it as well. And we'll get to that in just a moment or two. But before we do, I just want to let you know that's usually about all I have for right now. And want to thank you again, bro, for being on the show. And maybe if you have something new in the future, maybe we'll have you come back and talk about that sometime.
Awesome. I'm happy to be on your show, and whenever you would like to interview me again, feel free.
Okay. All right. Well, we'll probably do that for you. And right now, let's watch G45, and that starts right now. Don't go away.
Glock 45, yeah. Raise it above my eyes, don't act like you're surprised, yeah. My hands are feeling heavy like my Glock 45, yeah. Raise it above my eyes, don't act like you're surprised, yeah. My hands are feeling heavy like my Glock 45, yeah. Raise it above my eyes, don't act like you're surprised, yeah. My hands are feeling heavy like my Glock 45, yeah. Raise it above my eyes, don't act like you're surprised, yeah.
I had a lot of time sitting here confined up inside my mind. I can't seem to find where my demons hide, yeah. Keep on falling off the edge. They say it's inside my head. I'm forever dead, I'm forever dead.
My hands are feeling heavy like my Glock 45, yeah. Raise it above my eyes, don't act like you're surprised, yeah. My hands are feeling heavy like my Glock 45, yeah. Raise it above my eyes, don't act like you're surprised, yeah. My hands are feeling heavy like my Glock 45, yeah. Raise it above my eyes, don't act like you're surprised, yeah. My hands are feeling heavy like my Glock 45, yeah. Raise it above my eyes, don't act like you're surprised, yeah.
Be bitter, these feelings is bitter. I'm all on my own now. She hit on my phone now. I'm telling her, hold up, you cannot be my wifey. See the flow is so icy, and she gripping the white tee. Said it once, I said it twice. Last game, I rolled the dice. Claimed the love, no was surprise. I've been trapping like hella nights.